What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about the new class change voucher, which is something I covered way back over when it was in Korea, and now it's finally coming to the West on March 16th. And I want to cover, basically how it works, how much it is, and just some of the more information they're providing on the website. First off, we have the price of the bundle. It's going to cost 8,000 NC coin to be able to class change your character. So basically, in the bundle, it gives you one class change voucher, two weapons change vouchers, character alteration voucher, which basically just changes the appearance of your character, 10 fusion stones for your mythical enchantments, etching stones, sacred vials, and pet pets. And then there's another one which also contains class change voucher, weapons change voucher, and character alteration voucher. The first one you can only buy once, and the other one you can buy twice. So basically, if you want to buy 8,000 NC coin right now on the shop, it's $100. 1,600 NC coin is $20, so you can just do the math pretty quickly. So $100 for a character class change voucher is pretty damn expensive. I do know it is a permanent thing. It is a really big deal because you're literally changing your whole character's class from another one with all your gear and everything. You get to keep and transfer it over. But this isn't really surprising to me because I remember Black Desert Online, they also have like a weapon change voucher and other type of gears you can transfer to other characters, other classes. Usually costs about $80 to $100 for Black Desert. When it's on sale, it's like $80 or something. So this isn't very surprising that it's $100. I do feel like it's a little bit on the expensive end, especially because they kind of force you into buying these bundles. Like, why don't you just sell me the class change voucher and just call it a day? Just sell me that and sell it for like $50 to $60 and just call it a day. And I know some people's argument will be like, the reason why they make it so expensive, $100, is so people can't just over and over buy different class change vouchers and swap to different classes when classes get buffed in Korea, and then they know a buff is coming, so they switch over to the Blade Master or whatever class. But in my opinion, that's kind of a lazy argument because they simply, NCSoft Code just added a cooldown. After you buy and use a voucher, you can't change to a different class for like a 3 to 4 month period. I think that'd be perfectly fine. So the argument of it being really expensive so people don't abuse it is kind of invalid, especially when people blow $20,000 on the RNG loot bots that comes into the game. Don't believe me, look it up on YouTube. People spend a lot of money on the RNG loot boxes. So $100 for a class change voucher is not that much for these type of people. So really for me, I'm not the biggest fan of how expensive this is. I think they could just, like, I don't want the pet pads. I don't want, character appearance change voucher and all that. All I want is the one thing I want, the class change voucher. Give it to me for $40, $50 and call it a day. Put a cooldown on it so it can't be abused, and we're good. Also, one thing I really don't like is the fact that they made a separate weapon exchange voucher. Basically, you can only exchange weapons Thornbreaker level or higher. But why do I need a weapon exchange voucher when I'm buying class change voucher? Shouldn't that just be already in the class change voucher? Like, why is there a separate weapon exchange voucher? That just doesn't make sense to me because they state that all your gear is transferred over with the class change voucher except your weapon. So why is there another voucher for your weapon besides just charging you more money? That just doesn't really make sense to me. I feel like it should just be one voucher. You transfer everything over and that's it. It shouldn't be like you gotta buy this, you gotta buy that, you gotta buy this, you gotta buy it. It's just kind of money grabbing in my opinion. You literally have 1 week to buy this and then they're removing it from the cash shop. So they state that it will come back at a later date, but what is the point of that? Why are you why are you forcing people to only be able to buy it for 1 week? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Besides just saying, hey, hurry, grab it now before we take it away. It just really is kind of making no sense to me at all. They do mention that basically you can't transfer different classes depending on your race, and this is pretty obvious. Like, if you're a Dawn player, like you play a Destroyer, you can't transfer to like a Blade Dancer who is Lin only, or even like a Summoner. It just doesn't make sense, and obviously they can't do that. But those are just kind of the base ideas of it. But I'm really not a fan of just, number one, how expensive it is, how you need multiple vouchers, and also how they're taking away within a week. I really don't like the whole implementation of this class change voucher. I like the idea of it, and I think it's cool. Like, someone like me, I played Blade Dancer for 5+ years. Maybe I want to switch it up as my main, but I don't want to grind up gear on another character. Maybe I would do that. I probably wouldn't, but just the general, giving you guys an example, I'd probably use this voucher. But the fact that it costs $100 and they're pushing me to buy it within 1 week really makes me not want to buy it. I know I went kind of on a rant for a little bit, but I'm just not really happy with the price tag. Like, I was expecting them to do like $70, $80, maybe even more, like, because I know it's NCSoft. But a little bit shred of me was hoping like they just be generous and be like, hey, $50, you get class change voucher, that's all you need, boom. here's a cooldown for 3 to 4 months so you can't abuse it, boom. But instead they force you into this 8,000 NC coin bundle that's available for a week. And it just, I don't know, a lot of it I really don't like. And I feel like they could have done this way better. But again, it's all about kind of the money for NC stuff. But either way, let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments below. Are you going to be using this class change voucher? I'm going to stay away from it. I don't like how they implemented this. I really don't like how you need a weapon exchange voucher. I've said like 3 times, but it just really annoys me. Why do you need a separate voucher? Like, why doesn't the class change voucher just give you everything you need? Doesn't make sense to me. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. They are finally implementing it, which is good, but how they put in the cash out, I'm not a fan of at all. But let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. I'll see you guys in the next one real soon.